space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Colts add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Lisa 24.
On first down, Lawrence. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tavarius Ward. And the Colts are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Jack Heiser in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, they'll turn to Ryan Stonehouse here to punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line.
Big 13.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. To Forrest Buckner. In there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
This one complete downfield to Walker. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
On red. On, this side. Go, go.
To throw is Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. Can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to try it here again. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Open man, that's Duvernay. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
48-yard line.
Agate. Silver.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Second and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger. Red.
They go play action for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Alert! Check!
A third down. We'll try to get it on the ground. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Patterson now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Richardson to throw here on first and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On play action, Richardson forced to his right. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Patterson now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Taylor. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That's Darnell Savage up from the secondary to make the stop. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson going for it all. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. The extra point, it is blocked. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold it ready. Hey. Silver.
Play action now. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. And the player that is down is Trevor Lawrence. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
19, Tiger, 9, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
Throwing is Mullins. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
Hey, go 13, Lou.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Richardson. Flush to his right. Taking off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down.
Go.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he will finally be taken down, but not until he gets to the Colts' 6-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. An even 40 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Press all 80. Ready, ready?
Here's Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Take go.
Taylor, and he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal.
Tag.
A short pass taken in by Warren. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Go, Reed, go. Hut, hut.
On fourth down, Richardson. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, so.
Travel start on the ground. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Second and 7.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, Sahut. Here we go, Sahut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
8-yard line.
Lisa 24. On, this is hot. Hot.
Now, faking the give, out to his right, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Quiddy Pay, he gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one.
All right, let's go.
Off the play fake. Quiddy Pay, he has been a one-man wrecking crew in this one. 4th sack
not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Brings up 4th down.
Hey, kill. 13, Lou, sink right.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It's 2nd down.
A run with Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
65 catch, down. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Check smash.
Richardson going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Here's Mullins. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's certainly not for the lack of trying, but these guys are having a really hard time getting on the same page right now. I mean, he's still looking for his first catch, despite getting a handful of targets going his way.
To throw, Mullins. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll find his tight end. It's strange. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Jaguars first down.
Mullins to throw. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing by this amount. It just feels like, why not, right? Just continue to test this defense, see if you can get something going in the downfield passing game. And nice job by the secondary, understanding what's coming, understanding the offense. They really have nothing to lose. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Mullins. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Mullins on the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Here's Walker. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point.
Back to throw. Mullins. That's pulled in. And they're able to tag on a two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready? 19, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Handoff, it's Algier. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 47 yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Algier. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 26. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready, line. Ready, ready.
It's like a design run here with Richardson. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Ready, ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ready, check.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Forced out wide. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down.
Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. This one complete, right side.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run.
That's over the middle and intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder.
In trouble, and down he goes. Latu in there to record his second sack of the afternoon and number 6 on the year.
Let's go. At the 40-yard line.
Bell look to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Mullins. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They